Talk a little bit to us, as you looked at your growth strategy and your growth plan when you came on board and you took over the reins. Did you make a shift? Did you make a turn? Did you just reinvigorate? What happened that spurred on the growth that you've experienced in the last 6 or 7 years?
I guess like any business, it comes and goes in waves. I think we're about 10 times the size of, in terms of business and probably employees since I joined. And a lot of that growth's been driven by partnerships. We have a very successful partnership with IBM, initially selling into a lot of their customers, who are some of the largest organizations on the planet, ultimately resulting in an OEM agreement with WebSphere Portal. The open source side has driven a lot of growth in the last year or two, and now getting into content analytics. So I guess going after larger and more sophisticated customers has probably been the biggest key, and working with partnerships to be able to achieve that.
And as you look at your strategy, as you think through how Ephox grows over the next 5 years, and as you continue to grow at 600% over 5 years, is it a push mentality where you're going to the partners and you're trying to get them to push it out to their customer base, or is it more of a pull where you're trying to get to the customer and get the customer to then request it of the partners you're working with? Or is it both?
I guess that it's always a little bit of both. Getting partners to push products when they have dozens of their own products
Right.
is always a challenge. So no, we're definitely going out there and trying to create demand and talk to end customers, and then bring in the partners at the same time. It is something we're seeing more and more coming up in RFPs, and customers are starting to think about this area more, but often just as a checkbox at this point. We're hoping that we'll get more sophisticated as they go on and realize they need to look at this area. Customers spend a lot of money in this. We have one customer who just trashed their intranet after 7 years because it just got too out of date, too problematic, if you like. There was just too much crap
Right.
on the in their intranet, so they decided to trash it and start again. Right. So that's a huge amount of money they've just lost there. Our goal would be to help them to stay on top of that on an ongoing basis, so that they never have to trash it again.